Hello, today we'll be ranking the top 10 new launches of the first half of 2026 because there's so many new launches and it seems like every project is so exciting. So if every project is good, what's my first 3 top choices for the 2026 first half Q1 and Q2 choices? I'll be actually sharing with you. If you're very overwhelmed by choosing the right new launch for yourself, whether is it for own sale or for investment, you should definitely watch to the end of this video because as you can see, I've already ranked top 1 to top 10 and I'll be sharing my reasons in terms of the pricing, the developer, the location. Why are these actually my top 3 rankings? So view all the way to the end of the video and I'm sure you'll thank yourself for this because this video is very helpful for a lot of my buyers out there. So how I'll be going through this video is that firstly I'll share with you the list of the Q1, Q2 2026 new launches. So if some of the condos that you're looking for is not in this list, what does it mean? It actually means that maybe they'll be in actually the quarter 3 or quarter 4 of 2026, so they will not be launching out very soon. So maybe you want to decide, should you wait for quarter 3, quarter 4 or should you just take action in quarter 1 and quarter 2? Now I actually rank the condos according to my top 3 choices for the 2026 Q1, Q2 in terms of the location, developer and also like the land bid price and the future potential when you want to exit in the future. I'll also be sharing with you all the statistics in terms of the land bid price, the break-even price and the anticipated PSF for these new launches so that you know how much you want to prepare for in terms of the budget and layout that you actually have. Last but not least, I will summarize all the different rankings for you over here. So if you want an in-depth explanation of every single condo, then you can actually proceed to help me like and subscribe my YouTube because for this video it's only a summarized version in terms of the location and the brief information. If you want the exact layout, facing, how to shortlist the unit, what's nearby, what's the exit plan, then definitely that one will be on my future YouTube videos. And if you haven't already done so, please help me to follow my Telegram group chat because I'll update you all the latest information before you actually know it in the market. So for the first 2 quarters of 2026, there will be a total of around 15 new launches and these are the confirmed lists. So here you can see the different preview dates of all the different condos, and as my YouTube have already shared about the Coastal Cabana EC, I will not be analyzing the Coastal Cabana EC in terms of the ranking today because by the time you are watching this video, likely the Coastal Cabana EC application have already been closed and it's too late for you to ballot for it. So this is something that I will not be going through. Also, there will be 4 boutique projects in this whole entire Q1, Q2. So for boutique projects, which means projects that are smaller than 300 units, generally if you're someone who is looking for both either own sale or investment, I do not recommend boutique projects because the number of units is very little. So likelihood in the future when you want to exit, there will be a few challenges because number 1, your MCST fee is actually higher due to like a smaller number of owners paying for the sinking fund and maintenance fee. Number 2, you also have smaller facilities because likelihood the land size for these few units is actually much more smaller. So you do have a challenge when you exit in the future and it's not my recommendation if you're someone looking for both investment and own stay. So that's something that I will not be covering in this picture. Last but not least, we have 2 very interesting projects because we do have mega development coming up again. So very often we can see mega projects, even though there's more than 700 units, they are doing very well. So for example, for last year, we do have the Springleaf Residences, whereby Springleaf Residence actually sold more than 92%, around 870 units out of 941 units. So you can see that the demand for the mega projects is actually very popular because all the way we know that mega projects have more facilities, the quantum is actually lower, it's more appeal to more mass market buyers and also your MCST fee is much more lower. So there's a lot of benefits for the mega projects. So we have 2 very exciting mega projects coming on. So with these projects around here, I'll be rating them based on the location, the price quantum and also the entry price, how you're going to exit in the next maybe 3 to 5 years if you're someone looking for both own stay and investment. So watch to the end of the video. So if the project that you're looking for right now is not in this list, they're actually not going to come out in quarter 1 and quarter 2 of 2026. They will be coming out in the quarter 3, quarter 4 or even beyond. So the next slide, I'll actually show you the projects for the next half year of 2026. So for the next half year of 2026, these are the projects. Some of you have already heard there'll be a new development at the lakeside whereby the first story will be commercial and also there'll be a few Chuan Grove plots coming out, and same there'll be a new development right next to the Tanah Merah MRT called the Bedok Rise, and also there'll be other developments that includes the Holland Link and also like the River Valley. So these are the projects some of you might be excited about. You can take a look at this page and also screenshot. One important thing that you need to take note is actually the land bid price, which I will explain to you about the land bid price in the future slides for the Q1 and Q2 projects, and you can roughly estimate what will be the prices for Q3 and Q4 based on the land bid price over here. So as you can see, there's really a lot of projects in the market out there. Every project do seems very exciting and you might be very overwhelmed for it. So do watch this entire video so that you know why I rank these projects accordingly to my top three preferences. So ranking number 10. I'll be ranking from 10, 9, 8 all the way to number 1. So number 10 is actually Newport Residences. Newport Residences is actually a very rare freehold development in District 2 area. So where is Newport Residences? Newport Residences is over here. This development will be closer to the Tanjong Pagar MRT and also the future upcoming Prince Edward MRT. The reason why this is actually ranked 10 to me is because number 1, this is a freehold development. So all the way we know that for freehold development, it do have a slower capital appreciation, even though there's capital appreciation in the long run, but you might need to have a longer time to exit as compared to a 99-year leasehold project. And also looking at this location, you will have very good rental demand, and also your tenants will actually be expats or maybe locals that are working in the area. There will be very good rental yield, but my only concern is that if you are looking for something that you want to exit in the next 3 to 5 years, then this may not be the best choice for you. So if you haven't already heard about the Newport Residences, there are also news saying that the Newport Residences might be 4,000 PSF or even more. So this is actually possible, but at the moment I cannot anticipate a more accurate price for you, because as you can see, Newport Residences is actually a redevelopment and there's no actual sale of the site. So we do not have the land bid price, and we also do not have the estimated break-even price for this project at all. So the best thing that I could actually compare it to is actually to the next nearby One Bernam. One Bernam is actually a 99-year leasehold development. But if you remember, for One Bernam, in January 2025, there was a 27% discount from day one price, which means that if you are someone who is buying into the development in the beginning, because if the price for the entry price is very high, there's a chance that if the developer drop price, then you'll lose a significant amount of money, because the developers are also concerned whether they can meet the deadline to sell the development in the next 5 years. Otherwise, they'll be affected by the ABSE from the government. So One Bernam, because of the experience of a 20% slash in price, I do not think that is the best situation for investment. And also because this is also a freehold unit, it's a longer time horizon. That's why this is actually number 10 in my entire list for Q1, Q2 developments for 2025. That's because for investment, my point of view is that you might want to exit earlier in the next 4 to 5 years. So that's one of the considerations when I rank the developments according to the budget and also the exit points of the development itself. So the next ranking for rank number 9 is actually Nara Residences. So for those who don't know where is Nara Residences, it's actually over here at this plot. So Nara Residences is actually located near Dairy Farm and Bukit Timah Nature Reserve area. So for people who love nature, then they will love this development. And it's actually very close to the nearby Dairy Farm Residences and the Botany, which will be TOPing this year. 2026. So the cons about this development is that it's very far away from the Hillview MRT. So from here all the way to the Nara Residences, likelihood you need around 18 minutes to walk to the MRT station, even though it's within 1 kilometer to the Bukit Panjang Primary School. In the future, the buyers for this Nara Residences will be really buying for own stay because they love the nature, but the price growth will be very gradual. It won't be as fast as the other area. That's why it's actually ranked number 9 in this entire first half 2026 new launch projects. So how much will Nara Residences be going for? Here we have the prices for Nara Residences. Total, there are only 2 bids, and the land bid price is around $1,020, giving it a break-even price of $1,844. So when we are comparing to the nearby Botany at Dairy Farm, which actually launched in 2023, we do have the anticipated price for the Nara Residences. Likelihood the starting from will be 1,008 all the way to 2,500 PSF, depending on the size that you're buying for, and also your queue number. The price range will be averaging around 2,205 PSF for Nara Residences. So ranking number 8, we have Media Circle Parcel A. So Media Parcel A is actually over here. So this is very close to the recently launched Bloomsbury Residences, which will TOP in 2029. In this whole entire Media Circle, the government have already announced they are going to strengthen this whole innovation district and make it more like a work-life balance and play area. So for buyers buying here, likely there will be someone who wants to stay closer to their job areas and Likely they want to stay closer to their office, and also they will be actually young professionals in this area. One of the considerations of this location is that this location is not very near to the MRT station. You need to walk 16 minutes to actually reach the One North MRT station. It's actually quite a walk to the MRT station for those who do not drive in this area. Total, there will be 327 units for the Media Circle Parcel A. How will the Media Circle Parcel A prices be like? So over here, we can see that there's a total of 3 bids for the Media Circle Parcel A, and the highest bid is 1,036 PSF PPR, giving an average break-even of 1,867. So when we compare it to the Bloomsbury, which was launched last year in 2025, according to the break-even price and also the land bid price, there is a chance that the Media Circle Parcel A will actually be cheaper than the Bloomsbury Residences. So if you're someone considering Bloomsbury Residences, maybe you want to pause first because you have more units of selection at Media Circle Parcel A, and likelihood there could be a cheaper entrance because of the cheaper land bid and break-even price. So ranking number 7, we have River Modern, which is 455 units. So over here, it might be very complicated because you see many lands of GLS being sold here. This is one of the last plot of GLS, and it's actually River Modern at the River Valley Green Parcel B. So on top of here, we already have the River Green, and on this side, we do have the Promenade Peak and Zion Grand, and over here, we will have the River Valley Green Parcel C that is pending a tender. This will potentially be the last condo around this area, and we already have many condos in the River Valley area. Why is it ranked number 7 even though you have a very good location, very close to the Great World City? I'll explain to you in the next slide. So the River Modern, even though it's situated here, just 3 minutes walk away from the Great World MRT station, and it's also very close to the River Valley Primary School. My only concern is that even though it's very close to the city area and have a lot of amenities, because this area do have a lot of condos that have been launched recently, including the River Green, Promenade Peak, and also the Zion Grand, when you're exiting in the future, definitely there will be a lot of challenges for you to exit, because for people who are staying in this area, they will really look at the design, the exact location, how attractive is this project in terms of the architect, and how well maintained is the unit maintenance inside the facilities and also inside the unit. So a lot of details in terms of the project and the units will matter to the buyers in the River Valley area. Likelihood you will take a longer time to exit for the River Modern if you're looking at a River Modern project in terms of investment timeline horizon. So how will the price be like for the River Modern? So for River Modern, there's a total of 5 bids, with the highest bid being 1,420, and the average PSF for the break-even will be 2,386. So based on this land bid price, you can see that for River Green is 1,325 land bid price, Zion Grand 1,201, Promenade Peak 1,304, and River Modern 1,420. So River Modern have the highest land bid price among these 4 plots. And being the highest land bid price, I'm guessing likelihood it will follow the same strategy as River Green. And for the same strategy as River Green, maybe the sizes of the units are all much more smaller so that the quantum can be more affordable. And at the end of the day, likelihood the average PSF will be actually much more higher at 3,205 PSF. In terms of the price point for River Modern, you need to be very careful at your entry price. If your entry price is below all the averages for River Green, Zion Grand, and also Promenade Peak, otherwise when you are exiting in the future, there may be a challenge. And also depending on your level selection for the River Modern, because you can see that for River Green, there's 36 units, Zion Grand 62 units, Promenade Peak also 62 units. Depending on the floor level of the River Modern and also the facing and layouts, the higher floor you choose, the higher the PSF price. So you do need to shortlist the right floor and also the right layout to ensure that you can exit very safely for the River Modern, and that's why this is ranked number 7 in the projects. And number 6 ranking, okay, this number 6 ranking and number 5 ranking is very close because both locations are very good. So it was a very tough decision for me to make for ranking number 6 and number 5. So hear me out why this is actually ranked number 6. So next project is actually at Tampines West MRT station nearby, and the project name is called Pinery Residences with a total of 588 units. So being 1 minute next to the MRT, definitely you have a convenience. And this project will also be within 1 kilometer to the St. Hilda's Primary School. So in terms of investment, I believe being in the heart of Tampines and a more mature estate, there will be continued demand demand for the Tampines area. Same to the Treasure at Tampines. Even though Treasure at Tampines at that point of time it was a mass market product, people say that, you know, it will not sell well. There are owners that are earning more than $1 million profit because of Treasure at Tampines, even though it's also very close to the expressway. So we can see a very high demand for the Tampines area, and a lot of upgraders, especially the HDB upgraders, they are looking to move around the similar area in Tampines, and there is really not a lot of option for the condos at Tampines. So definitely pioneering residences being so close to MRT is one of the options in the future if they want to upgrade to a condo. Besides this pioneering residences is also right next to a park over here, and it's also very close to schools. So you do see that a lot of demand that will be coming from the family because of the convenience to the amenities like the MRT, schools, parks and more. So definitely the consistent demand for this space will be very high. So this is actually ranked number 6 in the 2026 Q1, Q2 new launch list. So what are the estimated launch price for Pioneering Residences? So Pioneering Residences, we have a total of 6 bids, with the highest bid being 1,004 PSF PPR, and the break-even price is around 1,826. So based on the land bid price of the Pioneering Residences, and this location is also very similar to the Parktown Residences new launch that we have last year 2025. Why is it so? Because for Parktown Residences, there was an EC launch nearby called Oriel Residences, and for Pioneering Residences, there will be an EC nearby right next to it also called the Revel Residences EC. So these two are very similar location, and I'll be using it as comparison for the anticipated price for the Pioneering Residences. Based on the break-even price, likelihood the starting from price for the Pioneering Residences will be $2,178, and the highest will be $2,766, having an average of 2,515 PSF for Pioneering Residences. So these are the prices that will likely be going for the Pioneering Residences, depending whether you are choosing a lower floor or higher floor, and also the layout that you're looking for in this area itself. Before I move on to the top 5 choice, please help me to like and subscribe to this whole entire video because I've put in a lot of effort to make sure that this information is helpful and useful to my buyers out there. And YouTube have been reminding me that, you know, a lot of my video watchers are not subscribing. So help me to like and subscribe to this video. And now we'll move on to top 5th ranking for the Q1, Q2 new launch projects for 2026. Okay, number 5, what do we have? We have one more new plot at Lentor. So Lentor MRT station is over here. And if you have been in the market, you have heard about Lentor Modern, Hulot Green, Lentor Central, Lentor Mansion, Lentor Hills, and also Lentoria over here. And now we have Lentor Gardens over here. At this point of time, there isn't a definite answer about the walk to MRT because we are not sure yet how long will the crossing of the Lentor Hill Park be like. So maybe it'll be a 4 to 5 minutes walk. And also at this point of time, we cannot confirm whether this project, the Lentor Gardens, is within 1 kilometer to the CHIJ St. Nicholas Primary School. So for the CHIJ St. Nicholas Primary School, a lot of parents love this school, and this is one of the reasons why they actually bought into the Lentor series when they actually choose this condo. If you have kids that are below 7 and they're looking to go into a school, so it's very strong appeal to the families, especially for families looking into schools in this area. I believe that there will be continued demand for the Lentor area because the Lentor area have been slowly transforming from somewhere that is quiet, and right now we already have Lentor Modern that is already up, and the mall will be also opening soon. So a lot of families are starting to be open to be the Lentor area, and this will soon be a more busy neighborhood, and there's no more space in the Ang Mo Kio district area. So a lot of people who also want to stay in the central and have access to the amenities nearby, and also being close to Thomson East Coast Line, they will choose the Lentor Gardens because this area is much more convenient in the center for you to access to different parts of Singapore. So we do see more buyers looking out for the Lentor series, and likelihood this will be the top 5th choice. And why this is actually number 5 instead of number 6 is because of the land bid price and the estimated price for the actual day launch. So we actually see the land bid price in the next slide. So how much is the land bid price for the Lentor Gardens? Lentor Gardens, the land bid price is 920 PSF. So for the Lentor condos, you'll notice that a lot of the land bids are more and more conservative because number 1, this is actually a harmonized project, and number 2, the land plots are being further away from the MRT, but it's still very close to MRT, maybe 4 to 5 minutes walk. And with this very affordable land bid price, the break-even price for this project will be 1,709. So with this 1,709 break-even price, we will anticipate the price to be from 1,989 all the way up to 2,446 with the average PSF being around 2,118. So this price is really very cheap because if you look back in 2024, on the first day of launch, there was actually 93% sold because of the very cheap prices for this Lentor series. In fact, it's cheaper than the other developments like the Lentor model and all. So you are also getting the same convenience at a cheaper price, and that's what makes Lentor Gardens very interesting, and that's why this is actually number top 5 choice because of the entry price to the Lentor Garden and also enjoying the convenience in a central area of Singapore, and also being very close to the Thomson East Coast Line, which brings you to many areas of Singapore very easily. So number top 4 choice is Resale Tampines EC. So this is none other than the Tampines EC that a lot of you have been waiting for since the Orel EC. So the Tampines EC actually right here in this box, and over here, if you remember, is the number top 6 choice, which is the Pinery Residences for this area. And this situation is very similar to back then when we have the Orel in 2025 and also the Parkland in 2025, and now it's this same thing happening at Tampines West MRT station. So for this location, as you know, is very close to the MRT station. Likelihood if you were to walk maybe 2 to 3 minutes, you actually reach the MRT station. Very convenient. You have schools around here, you have parks around here, and also you have a very strong family demand over here because a lot of HDB upgraders from this whole entire area, and there's not a lot of selections for condos that are also new and also affordable. So definitely, if you are eligible for EC and your income must be less than 16k, you can consider a Resale Tampines EC depending on your ballot luck, and you should definitely contact me at this number because this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And even for Orel EC, it was sold out 90% on day 1 because they have the second timer and first timer segregation. But apart from that, you can see the demand for this whole Tampines EC is very high because this is a very good location. It's a very mature area whereby it's very close to many different amenities. So this is definitely the top 4 choice. If you're eligible, you should consider this EC and not give it a miss. Of course, it really depends on the ballot luck on the day itself. So for Resale Tampines EC, we will be looking at the price. There's a total of 5 bids and the PSF is 768 PSF for the land bid price, $1,380 for the break-even price. Likelihood the starting form price will be 1,730 and the highest may be 1,974, maybe reaching even 2,000 PSF for the better facing. We are not sure about that. Average price will be 1,854. So as you can see, the prices have grown up. The prices have grown a lot these days. Right now, 2,000 PSF might even be very close to some of the OCR new launch condos that is still available in the current market. If you're looking for a very good deal within 2,000 PSF in the new launch market, definitely you should think about it, because how can an EC and a new launch private condo be the same price? Usually EC and a private condo, there is a 20 to 30% price gap, but right now not really, because the land bid price continue to increase for both the EC and also the private condos. So for the private condos that have already been launched maybe in 2025, 2024, they have a very good price in today's date. That's something that you can look out for if you have a tighter budget and you do not mind owning one that is actually currently available and you can move it earlier. Do look out for me if you want to buy something in the market today, but you also don't want to be priced out in the future. Finally, we have reached the top 3 choice. So the top 3 choice of 2026, number 3 actually goes to the Bayshore Road. So Bayshore Road, where is this plot located? It's right next to the MRT station over here. And at this location, you can see that it's 1 minute to the Bayshore MRT, and it's also within 1 kilometer to the Tampines Primary School. So this is a very convenient location, and it has been a long time since 1997 that there is a condo nearby. You're listening right, 1997. And also over here, we do have other plots of empty land over here. So it's one of the first mover advantage if you're looking to move in this whole entire area. So this is one of the really the top 3 choice, because there's not a lot of supply, and a lot of people like to be near to the sea, near to East Coast Park in the Bayshore Marine Parade area, but there is no supply. Finally, we have supply moving in, and you'll also be the first mover advantage. So how's the price for Bayshore Road GLS? The Bayshore Road GLS actually have a lot of bids. Wow, 8 bids, and the highest bid is actually 1,388 PSF, giving an average break-even of 2,343 PSF. So looking at this price, it's actually very close to the Grand Diamond that was launched in 2023, and I'll be using Grand Diamond as a reference of the estimated PSF for the launch. So if you're looking at Bayshore, likelihood the starting from price will be 2,255 PSF, highest price of 3,051 PSF, and maybe your average price will be around 2,594 PSF. Overall, we can see that Grand Diamond and also Tembusu Grand and Emerald Katong, the demand is actually very high and they're all well taken up by the people in this area. We can see a strong demand in this area, and that's why I also believe there will be a very strong demand for the Bayshore area. After waiting for 28 years or 29 years since 1997, there's no plots around this area, and right now it's 1 minute walk from the MRT station. So this is something that you should not miss out if you're looking for this area specifically, and you have already missed Grand Diamond, missed Tembusu Grand, then you should look at this Bayshore Road GLS that will be coming out soon in Q1 or Q2. So now we'll move on to the top 2 choice, which will be the former Thomson View, and this is a mega development of 1,240 units. So the former Thomson View is located in this area, and there will be an MRT exit around here, so you will be right next to the MRT, just 1 minute walk away from the Upper Thomson MRT. Very convenient. This location is also within 1 kilometer to a very highly sorted school called the Ai Tong School. So if you're someone with kids or planning for kids and you're looking for school, definitely this is one of the locations that you should shortlist. It's very hard to find a development that is within 1 km to a very good school, and also this is a mega development. As I've shared with you earlier, mega developments are very well liked because they have a very strong demand in the long run, and there will be lower MCST fee, more condo maintenance, and also there is usually a very strong developer, and for this case the developer will actually be UOL, CapitaLand and Singland Group. So you can see a very strong long-term price stability in this whole entire area, and there is no other supply in this whole area. If you're looking for other condos that is new in this area, there's nothing much. So definitely this is similar to like Jadescape, whereby there's no other options. If you're looking only for this area, definitely you should watch out for the former Thomson View. And also because it's a mega development, the entry price and starting from price will be very attractive. In the long run, you'll be very similar to like Treasure at Tampines and also like Park Clementes, whereby you have very high profits at the end of the day. For the former Thomson View condo, the land bid price is around 1,293 and the break-even price is around 1,597. So based on this, using Lentor Modern, which is also very close to the Lentor MRT station, likelihood the starting from price for the former Thomson View will be from 2,258, with the highest being 2,931 PSF and the average being 2,592 PSF. If you are someone looking to be close to a good school, looking for a mega development and also 1 minute walk away from MRT station, you should definitely not miss out this, because this location is in the central of Singapore and it's definitely very convenient for you to go to different areas, Great World City or like Garden by the Bay. This is definitely the top 2 choice. Finally, we have the top number 1 choice. So this is actually a first mover advantage location. This is called the Tengah Garden Avenue. Total, we will be having 860 units, and it's also right next to the MRT called the Hongkar MRT station. So there's a lot of advantages to this location, because number 1 is the first mover advantage. We know that for first mover advantage, it might seem like the price is high, but being the first mover advantage, the developers are also very cautious, and because the developers are very cautious, there is a chance that they will price this very attractively. And also this whole area is a new township whereby there will be a lot of HDB upgraders in the future that will be looking for condos to upgrade to, and you have tons of buyer demand over here. That's why this is top number 1 choice. And also there will be an Anglo-Chinese school, which is a very popular school that will be nearby this whole entire area to enhance this whole Tengah appeal. And with the upcoming new line of the new Jurong Regional Line, which the Jurong Regional Line will actually connects you to the Boon Lay MRT station, Jurong East MRT station and Choa Chu Kang MRT station, it'll be very convenient for you to get to different amenities in this whole entire area. So this will definitely be my top 1 choice because of these different reasons. So being the cheapest land bid among this whole entire list, the land bid price is actually 821 with a break-even price of around 1,575. So with a very cheap break-even price, is there a chance that you will have a very good starting from price. How good is the starting from price? It could be as low as 1,798 PSF, going up to 2,239 PSF, averaging around $2,031 PSF. Wow, very cheap. As compared to earlier, there's 2,500, 2,900, 3,000 and even 4,000 PSF. With this lower PSF, you can likely get one additional bedroom and a bigger size unit with the same quantum, and you don't need to compromise on space. So really, there's a lot of benefits: getting a bigger space, having a more affordable quantum, being a first mover advantage, having more access to amenities, and in the future there'll be more developments coming out. There's a lot of HDB demand that will buy into this project. There is a lot of chance for you to exit for this project. So this is really the number one choice of Q1 and Q2 of 2026. So before I summarize and tell you what you should do, because there's so many options today in the market, and also you might be lost of choice in terms of the shortlisting, please help me to subscribe and like once again if you haven't done so, and you can also join my Telegram group chat. So for buyers today, what should you be doing? Number one rule that I always tell my clients: you need to buy as young and upgrade as young as you can, because this is really your chance to optimize your profits and have a bigger compounding of effect in the long run. Do not maximize your budget, have enough savings so that you can actually use it in terms of emergency, and talk to a trusted agent so that you can actually choose the right unit for you to exit more safer. Understand all the different hidden costs in terms of choosing the right unit and also floor plan, and get like a checklist so that you buy the right unit. If you have any questions, just PM me for a group chat. My number is on top at the top right corner. So this is a summary of all the top 10 choices of first half of 2026 new launches. There are other options that are not here because they are likely going to come out in the Q3 and Q4 of 2026, not the first half, maybe the second half of 2026. Is really very exciting. There's a lot of options for you to choose out there. There may be a lot of noise, you don't know which one to choose for. No worries, I'm here for you. You can just talk to me anytime. And this comes to the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you like this video. Please share with your friend if this is helpful to you, because really there's a lot of homework done just to make sure that you get the most out of this video. And thank you so much. Bye bye.